Okay, I'm just testing a mini version of my Fruit Slices Bling Balm. This is a smaller one. I normally do my bracelet balms in this pattern and scent, but I decided to do some ring ones too. So I'm just curious to see. This one, obviously, as you can see, it's been sitting out for quite a while without being wrapped, so that's why a bit of moisture got to it. So it got a little bit of powdery kind of a texture. That will happen if you guys don't package your bombs right away. Like after the 1-2 days that it sat, it will actually start absorbing the moisture in your room or in your environment, and you'll get the powdery. This also happens if you use a lot of witch hazel and not a lot of alcohol. So what I have found is I like to only use maybe 4 sprays of witch hazel, and then I will finish it off with rubbing alcohol. But the key here is not the 91 or the 99% rubbing alcohol. The best percentage that I have found for your smooth textured bombs and hard and just really nice finish is the 50 to 70% rubbing alcohol. So the 91 and higher is great for painting mica or spraying the outside if you're finding it's powdery, to help that edge, or great for soaps. But when molding a bath bomb, try to stick with the 50 to 70%. 70 is the ideal one, I find, but 50% will work. You just have to move your butt. So anyways, without yapping anymore, let's just see how this little cookie works. You can tell by the way, sometimes if you've added too much alcohol or a binder, your balm will get powdery, like I said, but you'll find that the balm will be a lot lighter, and you won't get a lot of show. It'll be like, it's almost like you've added too much binder, and it'll just float around like an island. That has been known to happen when it's a lot of binders and not enough oil. So, like I said, this one, has a few things against it, from sitting around not being packaged, and the fact it was powdery, which means to me maybe I did have too much hazel or whatever it was that I used, or too high of a percentage. I mean, it's not bad. It'll last a long time. You'll get this kind of a show. You just won't get a lot of spinning or whatever. I mean, I did a little tiny bit at the beginning, but it depends on what you want in your bomb, how you finish it off with your rubbing alcohol and hazel. That's what I find anyways. If you use a lot, you'll get a different reaction, a different performance, shall we say. Like I said, this one's sort of doing the sitting floating. That's a lot of binder. Ones that spin a lot are ones that have done perfect. Actually, I don't mind when they float around like this sometimes. But it depends, like I said, on what you're going for. Flat bombs, this would be a great mix to do with a flat bomb, because you want them to sit and float. But you can see that, even the powdery look at the top of the bomb doesn't even look, if I can take it to show you. See, the top of the bomb doesn't even really look wet. But you guys can play around with that, with the, how much binder you use, or... I mean, if you guys have time to experiment and don't worry about whatever. I mean, you're not going to ruin the bomb, but it'll show you different kind of effects that you get. Just like when you say do 2 colors, and you do 1 color with your full recipe mix, like SLSA and everything. Then you decide to say, hey, I'm going to put the blue in, I want a blue stripe. Well, let's leave the SLSA out of the blue. Well, then you get a bit of a faster fizzer in the blue, and you get this really nice creamy foamy blue, as opposed to the shooting out colors of blue. Or you could even really get basic and just do the baking soda citric acid. That'll be a really fizz fast for that color. You want to slow it down a bit? Add a bit of cornstarch or arrowroot. You want to really slow it down, or do like I just said, do the full bomb recipe, just leave out the SLSA. There's lots of things you can do. You can do it in different colors. You can do it, designs, whatever, but have fun with it. Like, you don't have to just smush your bomb together with one recipe. Oh, there was an embed. Cool. You don't have to smush your bomb together with one recipe. You can mix recipes. You could do part goat milk and part, bling balm, or part butter. A good one is part butter and part bling. You want to get that effect like Lush has, their Breathe Bomb, where one half goes really fast and the other half is very, very slow. That's because one half is on the idea of a butter bomb. It may not be a butter bomb. It'd be the same idea as having a basic fizzy on one half and a slower fizzy on the other half. That's just how you do it. Like I said, play around, guys. It's so fun. You know, you don't have to make gigantic bombs when you're playing. Just do the little ones. Just to, you know, fart around and see what you like. But, hey, make it fun. I know that you don't get frustrated. You don't even have to do round. If you guys are having problems molding round balls, use a cup. Like, for God's sakes, you could get a, if I can get it out here, just even a cup, something like this, and just pack it, you know, or pack the whole thing. So you got this really cool shaped bomb, and you could, you know, throw in your embeds and all kinds of fun things. It doesn't have to be a ball. But anyways, I just want to show you that. It was more of a yabber than a demo, but hey, you got a bit of both. Talk to you guys later.